Start.
Okay, I extend a very warm welcome to all of you for this very much awaited pitch day call by True Digital Venture X. We missed one call for some technical reasons. Actually, I am out to Kuala Lumpur for the last few days, and I also missed on a lot of updates. So before we start introducing the panel and the founders today, I want to request Sanjeev because Sanjeev made a lot of changes in the platform. I also want to announce very proudly that we have touched the magic figure of 400 startups on the platform. It's all courtesy Sanjeev and his efforts. We pitch in a small bit every time that there's a call or something, but the all the background work is being done by Sanjeev and someone else that some a few more people that are part of the team. However, before we start, Sanjeev, you go ahead and please give whatever you've done the changes because I've been out of the country for some time now.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I actually have been, as rightly said by sir, that in the thick of things of making this website of ours more presentable, easy to access, and all that. So what I have done is that we have, as soon as you hit the deck here, the website. Uh, you will have the startup area where, as you know, you have for different ticket sizes. Only in this VentureX call is the place where you can directly come in without, as long as you want to present, you are free to present here. Other places we groom little bit because we show to external investors and therefore our quality matters. So therefore we have to groom you. On the investor side, obviously, if you want to participate, you can come here and do that. Earlier, this used to be Deal Hub right here on top. We have changed because a lot of people told me you never talk about your investors and all that. Who are they? So I split it into two. The Deal Hub is now broken into Startup Hub and Investor Hub. So once you go to Startup Hub, which is nothing but the old Deal Hub, here you have 407, 6 till date, all the pitch decks that we have received. It's documented based on their, you know, and some of them who have presented, the videos are also there. Those can be immediately invested by investors. Others, they have to request the deck and the ask equity and so on and so forth. What we have also done is now in the investor hub, we have created, we have documented all our VCs also, 71 VCs
70.
that we have, and angels, which is 24 into 2. Each page has, each entry has 2 angels. So 48 and another 30, 40 or 70, I still have to load, I don't recall the number. I will load that in the course of time so that you can directly engage with them. We don't want to become a bottleneck in between in case we are not able to engage you and all that. You can directly on a subscription model use it. Please remember that whatever money that you pay, if you didn't have a good exercise and we found genuinely, some concerns and all that, we will give you an alternate. Anyway, we are running 1+1 campaign right now, early bad, but if you are doing well, we will introduce more. We want to give more value for the money. Sometimes it's not about money; it's how you are, getting traction. That we want to help you on that. So don't be really worried on that front. Uh, so there is a subscription cost which needs to be put. On the presence, we have the events now. So after this startup, investor, and the hub which connects them. So it's a marketplace. Then we have our own events, which is like every event that we have, it is presented here. So you can look at the latest event, who are there and all that, and you can choose whether you want to be there or not, if the sector is of liking or not, and the previous event and rest of the call records also are already there. And you can access those call records even simply, but then I wanted to document for myself as well, and you can get it on one place here. Right now it's only LinkedIn. Later on I will add Facebook and whatever. Some galleries you can see, it's like a moving thing, newsletters and all that, and so on, and the content that we have, and products, various products, acceleration, and whatever that I developed over a period of time and wrote, or the team wrote, whatever is there. And then obviously get the app. You can click here. If you can't, you just let me know. I haven't been able to load it to Google and all that because a lot of questions and answers that are going on. and contact and etc. is there. You can get the app if you want. I will give you the APK files. You can load it on your mobile and it works fine. So with that, I give the dice back to you, sir, and you can introduce the all the panelists, the investors, and then the people who are presenting. And over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sanjeev. It's a good update that you've given. You made the accessibility to the platform much easier now for people, and you are absolutely right. People never used to see the investors on the platform, and they used to get worried whether someone's investing or no. Okay, let me introduce myself first. I am Major General Digvijay Sethia, Sena Medal and Vishesh Seva Medal. Retired from the army after having served 40 years there. Actually, my experience, the lifetime experience, is in combat and soldiering. Though I am an engineer by profession, I am an electrical engineer, and I have done a lot of work on the infrastructure in the army. I retired as the DG Lands and Infrastructure of the army in December 2018. I've been, associated with the True Digital startup right from its beginning, its inception days, and I find it very interesting. Every time I tell people that we are sitting on a repository of 400 great ideas and very very innovative ideas now, most of them have got great business potential. It's how these ideas, technology, and ideas are converted into businesses. That is what we are into. Our aim is also, to be a part of this Atmanirbhar India, where these startups get a lot of funding. We've been trying to do that over the last 2 years, and we've had some wonderful successes in this. Anyway, I will not take much time. I will only introduce the panel. At the outset, we welcome Mr. Rohit Adlakha today. He's been with Wipro for more than 25 years. He's been the Chief Information and Digital Officer and the Global Head of Wipro Homes. I'm really not clear what Homes is. We'll request him to tell us what he's been doing. He's also been the Executive Director with Zscaler, which is mission which has a mission to make internet much more safer. Mr. Rohit, I'll request you to say a hello to everyone, and I'm very sure that the founders today will be very happy to have you here as a panel expert with us, because they can be they can benefit a lot from whatever you have to tell them.
Thank you very much for the introduction. Hi, friends. I'm Rohit, based in Bangalore. I spent more than a lifetime, 25 and a half years, in a company called Wipro. And apart from being the Chief Digital and Information Officer, I was leading Wipro Homes. And if you look behind me, the wallpaper, that's Baker Street, 221B Baker Street for Sherlock Holmes. So Holmes was a product line created by Wipro for artificial intelligence and AI. I led that business for 4 years, and I was in London a couple of months back, so I clicked, this is the underground in Baker Street. Apart from that, since I moved out of Wipro more than a year back, I'm mentoring multiple companies in the area of artificial intelligence, cyber security, health and wellness, and also water sustainability. Since I've incubated a lot of businesses in Wipro, I now carry a lot of experience, which is especially for startups very, very beneficial. Great ideas, but how do you take it from incubation to being a unicorn and potentially a decacorn? So I help around strategy and execution, helping in investments, looking at product engineering, customer success, thought leadership, and branding. So it's great to be on this panel. Looking forward to the ideas from both the startups. And post this conversation, if you feel the need to engage, happy to work along with TD and see how we can mentor and make both the startups successful. Thanks once again.
Thank you, Rohit. I was wondering what this Holmes is. I was just not wanting to say Sherlock Holmes because I was not sure. So you clarified it. And it's, again, great to have you on our panel today. And then we have Mr. Dubbandhu Rath, who has been the CGM of State Bank of India, a very, very seasoned banker he has been. He's also been the managing director of Gujarat Ventures, and he's been there with us for the last 7 calls now. This is the seventh call that he's with us as a panelist. And I can tell you that the advice that he renders to the founders is really something very, very interesting and carries a lot of meaning with it, whatever, the advice he's been giving to all the founders. Welcome, Mr. Rath again. And it's always a pleasure to have you with us on this,
Thank you.
pitch
Thank
deck
you
call.
very much.
We also have Colonel Tarun Kumar, who's also, a mentor and he's also been with us on the pitch day calls for the last 3 or 4 calls. He also renders great advice. Though he's also from his background is from the army, he's from the Corps of Artillery, but I have seen that he's quite a seasoned man as far as advice to the founders. He's got a great advisory capacity. I've seen he's got a lot of knowledge about these startups and about the market traction and how to make these startups grow into a great business. So welcome to Colonel Tarun. Colonel Tarun, I can't see your video today. Yeah, welcome.
Sir, I'm just outside. I would just say that hello everybody and glad to be here. दुख बंधु जी अच्छा लगा आपको देख करके. Hi Rohit, glad you're doing fabulous work. Sanjeev, as always, I'm amazed by your infectious energy and Jai Hind Digvijay sir for making this platform so interesting. More about me, I would not take everybody's time. We can connect backhand. Over to you, Digvijay sir.
Okay, and we'll also have Sanjeev on the panel giving his advice as always, though he's been doing it from outside. Now we formally got him onto the panel. We want to make it something like the Shark Tank because the more the panelists ask the questions to the founders, the better it is for the founder. If you grill him, you criticize him, and you want to know more about his idea, that is how the founder learns. Today we have some very promising, businesses and ideas. We have Mr. Nitin Agarwal, the founder of Room Shoom, which is in the co-living space. It's a great idea, great business sense it makes. It's a running business that he has got. He's making a lot of money out of it. I will leave the details for both the founders. Today I'm not going to tell anything about the idea and the business. And the second founder is Harsh Chaudhary, a 16-year-old young entrepreneur who's the founder of a startup called MetaWorld. Let us listen to both the pitch deck for about 15 minutes. We leave it at 15 minutes for both the founders. Then we leave 5 minutes for the question answer. Actually, what happens is that hardly that anyone asks questions. People, generally listen. They take some time to absorb the idea, and then maybe they connect with the founders a little later, either through us or through they can go through Sanjeev or they go through the startup